Not Just Knicks. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 2, Not Just Knicks Podcast. I am your host, DJ Sweets, where we talk everything Knicks, but not just Knicks. But the NBA season has started. Game 1 is in the books. We are going to talk Knicks. Tough loss the other night to the Boston Celtics. Game 2 against Atlanta is tonight. Some takeaways from Game 1. Something I mentioned in Episode 1. You can go check that out on our host station, the AV. That's 2 A's, AAVE. RJ Barrett should be leading and playing 30-plus minutes with that second unit. We have people that we can plug into that small forward position in the starting unit, and they don't need to contribute. They just need to contribute defensively. Realistically, Brunson, Randall, yeah, that's our offense. Q Grimes is out there shooting three-pointers, There's enough there. Mitch on the defense. Mitch is catching lobs. Mitch is on the offensive board. And we just need that small forward out there chewing up a few minutes, giving us great defensive energy, knocking down the occasional three-pointer, and just being able to score. But they don't have to score. RJ Barrett needs to score. RJ Barrett needs to validate a number 3 selection in the draft. This is year 5 for RJ. Like I said in Episode 1, it's not going to happen being the number 3 option on a team where the number 1 and 2 option are ball dominant. You have an all-star and you have a perennial all-star who some may say got snubbed last year. But other takeaways that I saw from that Boston game are problems we had last year. We lost too many games last year because we couldn't hit our free throws. We lost by 4 points, and I know we missed more than 5 free throws. Simple. Simple. There was a point where it was about 2 minutes in the game, and I'm like, wow, if we'd have hit our free throws, we'd have been up like 11 right now. Changes the complexity of the game and how you approach it from an offense and a defensive mindset for both teams. Okay? Boston would then have to go into desperation mode, probably heaving up threes. Hey, if they make them, if they don't, game over. Simple. Hit your free throws. Hit your free throws. Other takeaways from the game. Knicks are playing hard defensively, and that is what kept them in the game, was playing defense. Both units. Second unit played defense. First unit played defense pretty much to a man. Tatum is Tatum. But Jaylen Brown didn't really get busy. Porzingis, yeah. Mitch has to start learning how to really play that pick and pop. Other than that, I can see teams putting stretch 5s on the floor in an attempt to possibly get him off the floor. Hartenstein is good defensively, but he's not the rim protector and offensive rebounder and putback beast that Mitchell Robinson is. And that's just that. So if that's going to be the case, then Hartenstein needs to turn himself to a stretch 5 also. And he needs to start taking more threes. Because when he goes to the basket, it's suspect. I'm sorry. He goes strong, but and he falls to the floor and he don't command fouls. So, might as well just shoot a 3. I see you can hit him. I saw you was hitting him when you was in L.A. The Clippers. What we doing? Other takeaways from the game. Kristaps Porzingis, if he stays healthy this year, could not only be an all-star, but a potential MVP candidate. I say that to say, bro, you got to worry about Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum going to the rim. And if there's any sag off, they kicking it out to Kristoff, who's just standing out there at the three-point line ready to knock that down. Like, yeah, that's crazy. And then defensively, he's still a presence at 7'4", blocking shots, altering shots, grabbing rebounds. I mean, honestly, you know, but we still need to see how that works because Knicks started clamping that defense down, and honestly, it was only really Porzingis and Tatum. Nobody else was killing us like that. So, you know, we'll see. Now, tonight, we've got Game 2. We're going up against Atlanta, the Hawks, who actually lost to Charlotte in Game 1. Young Charlotte team, LaMelo Ball, P.J. Washington. They had the number 2 overall pick, in this year's draft. He looked all right last night. And Terry Rozier. But what I also noticed last night, even though Charlotte did win, was that their size was a problem for Atlanta. Now, that's the key right there. At the end of the day, what they don't have in Capella and the backup center are pick-and-pop shooters. So hopefully Mitchell Robinson, who I might have to throw into my fantasy league tonight, as far as my DraftKings. Shout out to DraftKings, FanDuel, Underdog, any of y'all. You want to sponsor Not Just Knicks? We're here for you, baby. I mess with all you guys, and I make money. Now, back to what I was saying about the Hawks. They got Trae Young, Bogdanovich, Sadiq Bey, Villanova product. Got a lot of Villanova boys going to be in Atlanta tonight. But at the end of the day, size seemed to give them a problem in their first game of the season against Charlotte. And I think that, you know, at times we may have to bring in Sims. We may have to go Mitch and Hardelstein. And like I said, Hardelstein go to 4, shoot the 3, because that was a problem for them. Offensive rebounding, being able to, even P.J. Washington was bully balling them in the paint. I don't know why they kept switching and getting Trae Young on him, but still. P.J. Washington had a great game. Bully ball. Julius can do bully ball. But we will see tonight, Game 2, 7 or 7:30 Eastern Time. I'm not 100% sure. But you know, at least by 7 o'clock, you got to tune in. And tonight should be Friday Night Knicks on MSG. Let's get together. All right. Chill. I might have to edit that. The rotation is another thing I do want to talk about also. Like I said, I feel RJ needs to really 30-plus minutes a game, just like straight with the second unit. And I noticed something that Tibbs did. He subbed RJ out early and then brought him back with the bench. So maybe Tibbs, maybe he heard episode 1. He saw my video and he was like, you know what? You got a point, DJ Sweets. Because at the end of the day, that also now allows quickly. I still feel that Deuce McBride needs to get in there. But you know what? That's just an extra defender. Like, woo, with DiVincenzo and Hart and quickly, you know, RJ does his best playing defense. Yeah. Quickly, I still think he does dribble, step back three-pointer when he's playing the point guard as opposed to when he's off the ball, when Deuce is with him, and he can catch, dribble, pull up, shoot, or catch, dribble to the basket, and one. And if he can get Deuce in that lineup, I'd like to see Deuce, quickly, DiVincenzo, Sims, and Hardelstein. And Sims' position is interchangeable. We got Obi's brother. We also got Daquan Jeffries. And, yeah, you know, that second unit right there, it played D. They played defense, honestly. And then you can interchange any starters within that second unit at the same time. Starters are playing D. They are what they are. Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle. I think tonight we'll see what we're accustomed to seeing from them last season. RJ, I think that there might be a great chance, unless Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle get their thing together, that RJ Barrett may lead the Knicks in scoring this season. But I only believe that could happen playing a six-man role. So, it kind of is what it is. But, I'm an advocate for it. Like I said, you'll still get your 30, 33 minutes a game. I'm not talking about taking any minutes away from you, young brother. But I want you to get an opportunity to be the number one option and the focal point, the playmaker. If you want to play bully ball, all night long. If you feel like you want to be a facilitator, crash the boards, come on. 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. RJ can do it. Now, another hot topic I was talking to some of my brethren about, Dante DiVincenzo versus Obi Toppin in those second unit minutes. Now, I think Obi had like 12 points. He had a decent game, 6 for 9, or 13 points. I think I know. Definitely knocked down a three-pointer. Couple rebounds. DiVincenzo, on the other hand, didn't produce those type of stats. But what I saw from DiVincenzo, and no Obi hate, like I said, Obi just wrong team, His game just didn't fit the Knicks, regardless of the fact that we went with that draft and did, for a change, pick best player available, as opposed to picking a player that specifically fit our team. Now, unfortunately, Obi might have lost some real quality playing time because of this, but at the end of the day, he's in a better situation now. He can get some minutes. But Dante DiVincenzo, what I see from him is someone who can grab a rebound and start pushing the break like a point guard. Not a point forward, but a point guard, saying either I'm going to push it to specifically set somebody else up for an easy basket, or I know when I can pull it out, pause, and shoot the three. Now, all I keep hearing, it's only game one. Yeah, but I've been kind of watching that brother since Villanova. Even Hart and Brunson and them. Of course, anybody who doesn't know, my teams, basketball teams in college, top teams, St. John's, Connecticut, Michigan. Secondary teams, Kentucky. So up until a certain point, Connecticut and St. John's, and if I'm not mistaken, definitely back then, Big East. That's Villanova. Come on, baby. I know who they are. There's a reason why they won more than one national championship with that core. Top denies. Mikal Bridges, shout out to you over in Brooklyn. You bugging, bro. You need to come over on this side of the pond. But hey, and I'm a Brooklynite. And I'm a Brooklyn one diehard. I always get slack about this, but the Nets are the New Jersey Nets. Like, yeah, you can relocate, but, your fan base is Jersey. Like, Brooklyn, all the Nets fans is Knicks haters. And Knicks haters didn't just start when the Nets was here. Knicks haters was around when Jordan was around. Knicks haters was around through Kobe. Like, they've been around. And then now, Brooklyn people that are Knicks haters, they got their own team. It's called the Nets. It's all good, and I love them. And I'll be covering Nets and talking Nets as well, but right now we early in the season. And even though it's not just Knicks, right now we're talking Knicks. Big game this weekend, Giants versus Jets. Why we got to play each other when both teams got good momentum? Because somebody got to lose. This is what I'm talking about. I just don't want nobody to get hurt. But at the end of the day, Giants need this. Tyrod Taylor looks better. And I ain't mean to just switch it up on y'all. We about to hop right back on the Knicks because I do have a couple more things, but small tidbit, so we just not just Knicks. Tyrod Taylor looks more like a starting quarterback when he sits on the bench and the TV pans to him with the do-rag on, and he just be chilling, like, get away from me, yo, I got this. As opposed to every time they pan to Daniel Jones, and Daniel Jones always has this worried look like, I hope I did okay. No disrespect to Daniel Jones, because you be getting it done, bro, but Tyrod Taylor. Okay? Back in the days, they used to call him the poor man's Michael Vick. Let him get some shine before his career's over. He deserves it. Okay? He's done nothing but be a soldier. As they used to say in The Wire, he's been Bodie. What's up, soldier? Anyway, let's get this now. He gonna get his own corner. Look at that Wire reference. Shout out to The Wire. Greatest show ever created. We can debate on that. So before I get up out of here, because I'm just keeping it short today, we're probably not going to go into the full-length podcast until we start having guests. I don't feel like you need to sit down and listen to an hour and change of just my voice as opposed to hearing what the people got to say. So you know what I'm saying? Anybody wants to be a guest on the Not Just Knicks podcast, or my sports friends, DJ Sweets, this is I. Holla at me. Tonight we got Knicks Hawks in Atlanta, hoping that the being away from MSG settles down Brunson, settles down Julius. RJ, keep doing your thing. Quickly keep doing your thing. Mitch, need to work on that pick and pop. The Knicks as a team need to work on your free throws. Free throws. Free throws. All right? All right. It's your boy DJ Sweets, Not Just Knicks, Episode 2. Game 2 tonight, Friday Night Knicks. Hopefully on MSG. I have not checked, but we gotta bring in that song. No copyright infringement intended. I hope you enjoy the images that I play in the background. They're AI generated. Once again, trying to avoid these copyrights. I see other people snatch pictures. They got ads. I did it once years ago. Snatched up a video. Boop. I got demonetized. Sheesh. So let's not do that again. Photor AI image generator is what I'm using. FOTOR. Shout out to Photor. Maybe I might have to hit them up for a sponsorship. Shout out to my water sponsor, keeping me hydrated throughout this podcast. Shout out to all the New York teams. Good luck this weekend. Got to go put in my daily fantasy lineup. Let me know in the comments if you really think that RJ should come off the bench like I do and still play that Lou Williams role, green light, 30, 33 minutes a game. That's just what I feel. And let me also know in the comments if you want us to start doing daily fantasy. I religiously do daily fantasy. I do fantasy leagues. If you got a league you want me to join, it's still early in the season, but if it's, we can start scoring next week, hit me up at Not Just Knicks. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on YouTube, which is where you're watching us right now. Hit us up. Where we talk sports and we talk Knicks, but not just Knicks. It's your boy DJ Sweets, and I'm out.